Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going through one of the scenario on the Let's Defend. So if you don't know what Let's Defend is, basically it is a platform that designed for the blue teamers. So if you're working in a SOC, this will be a really good platform for you to practice your blue team skills. So let's getting started. So as you can see that we have, I'm already on this page, and they have this really nice user interface that you can see your progress compared to the other users, and you can see how fast you resolve each users resolve each alert. And one really nice thing about the Let's Defend it's realistic. So you can see that we have these topologies. Basically, you work as a SOC analyst, and you are trying to protecting this enterprise network, and you need to mitigate all those alerts on the real time. And we can see that here we have all these alerts over here. So this Let's Defend has one of the free version you can try, and also has one of the paid versions. I already paid for a month of the paid version, and we have so for the paid version you got all these more alerts you can investigating. So today I'm going through this SOC 144 new schedule task created. So let's getting started. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to um, take ownership. So this means that I'm going to investigating that alert. So once I take the ownership of the alert, I have been assigned to proceeding to doing this alert, and we can see that this alert is a high severity, and it happens on the May 14, 3:22 p.m. and it is a new schedule task created, and the type is a malware. And we have this download password, download files we can download to doing more investigation, and the device action is allowed. So we have this hash, and the file name is sorted algorithm.py. Um, the source IP address and the source host name. So it's pretty realistic. If you're working a SOC, this I think depends on a company, but your company should have some the tools pretty similar to this. So it should have a really nice UI interface for you to make your job easier. So I'm going to do create a case for this alert. So one thing you need to do is that you need to doing the malware playbook. Once you start it, you can start the playbook. So it will asking you, you can choose all these options you have on or unexpected ongoing internet traffic. You can doing antivirus program. You can doing unknown or unexpected services and application configuration or launch automatically on system boot. Um, so what you need to do is that so we also have, so on the left side we also have this log management, and we have this endpoint securities, we have threat intels, all this good stuff you can use. So basically they're all part of this investigation. You need to block certain endpoint. So let's getting started. So I'm going to run through this. So define the threat indicators. So I have this code. I already downloaded the file it gives you. So whenever you downloaded this file from that Let's Defend, it will have a password. The password is infected, and we can see that over here that it is a Python code, and and this code has it goes to download this executable from this IP address, and it creates a new scheduled task uh, to run this executable, and at this 11 a.m. or p.m. every day. So so based on this, the first thing I would do is that I'm going to choose. So let's do a quick lookup for the IP address. So we can use the virus total. So the virus total will show me what will show you that this IP address has actually been flagged as a malicious by 6 antivirus vendors, and that's all the information we know. However, the sorted algorithm coming back as clean. So let's do more investigation on here. So we choose this unknown or unexpected outgoing internet traffic because of the the code was the code was trying to download the executable, so it has other options. The antivirus program malfunctioned or being disabled, so we're not sure about that. Unknown or unexpected services and application configured to launch automatically on system boot. So yeah, I'm going to choose the first one. So you have this check if the malware is quarantined or cleaned. So you need to decide if this malware is being cleaned or so that's gonna come to our endpoint management. So we can filter out our endpoint. So our endpoint it is this IP address. So we have this really nice UI over here. It can show you the browser histories. So it basically shows you all the browser history this endpoint users trying to access, and we can also see the CMD histories. We have this CMD history over here, and we have network connection, and we have a process list. So each process list will shows you the MD5 hashes and the path it was actually being executed. So what I really like to do is that you can see that we have this CMD history. So at April 6th, this Who Am I is being ran, and during this time frame, so we have this command was being ran, but we are but I think usually on this endpoint, all this command is pretty suspicious because it really depends on what kind of user is trying to execute them. Like if it's a sysadmins, those command could be legitimate, but if it's just normal user workstations, all these commands is really suspicious because a normal user wouldn't run all these commands. So it potentially is because the attacker has already gotten on these endpoints and trying to doing lateral movement by identify the users and trying to escalate the privileges. So definitely we need to I'm trying to see, like, you need to see the log as well, I think. So so we have this IP address. So this is the IP address actually being connected to 116.104. So, but it does not give us any logs back. So, so we are not sure if it is actually malicious. But you have this URL over here. Let's take a look what that is. So it seems like a legitimate program. So so we also have this threat intel data over here, so we can put our IP address into here and see if it actually give us back anything. So we don't see anything in the threat intel data, but we definitely notice that there is 6 vendors flag this IP address as a malicious, and we can also see that from the abuse IPDB, we have so this so this IP address is not being found in the database, so we are not sure 100%. We are not really sure if this is actually malicious. Let's see. So let's just Google. Yeah. So we cannot find anything over here, but coming back to the playbook, check if the malware is quarantined or cleaned. So at the beginning, if you're going back to the beginning stage, where is the beginning stage? Yeah. So the device action is actually allowed. So it is allowed. So what you want to do is actually request a containment, because so because of this suspicious CMD history, so I would do a containment for later investigation, because the virus total also flagged it as a malicious IP. So malware quarantined or cleaned. So so we want to say no, because the malware is actually being allowed. So we want to choose no. And so we have all this. It's really nice. It gives you these steps. You can as a security analyst, I think this playbook is really nice. You can use all these tools, tells you what to go to looking for. So we have any.run. So we can see the any.runs. So any.run is basically an online sandbox that you can use to check if the file is actually malicious. So we can go in to check this hash. So we can search on the public tasks to see if this file is actually malicious. So we found that this file is actually not being flagged as a malicious file, because it is a Python file. So we're gonna focus on the virus total. So virus total is definitely flagged it as malicious, as we checked earlier that there is like there's like a 6 vendors flagged it as a malicious IP address. So we also want to see so URL host, URL scan, and the hyper analysis. So based on the virus total, decision should be malicious because there's a 6 vendors. So I'm going to say it is malicious, and I'm going to add the artifact. So the artifact, it is this IP address, because based on our code, this is actually the malicious IP. So URL address or IP address. So I'm going to comment as this as a malicious. Okay. A malicious IP address. Wait. Oh shoot. Yeah. Sorry guys. So I'm trying to figure out this. So malware quarantined. No. It is malicious, and you wanna add another thing is the hash. The hashes, right? So you wanna put the file hash in here. MD5 hash. Right, so this is the hash of the file, but this file is actually being flagged as clean. Was being flagged as a clean file, so it's because of this file. I would assume this file is a Python file, so it is not executable, so it was being flagged as a clean, but the reality is this is not this program is actually going to get executable and trying to schedule a task, so that's highly suspicious. So I'm going to go into the next one. So it asking you to please go to the log management page and check if the C2 address exists. You can check if the malicious file is ran by searching the C2 address of the malicious file. So you just need to go in through this page. So we can so this is like a regular IP. This is a LinkedIn, right? So it's a GitHub sorted. Yeah, I'm kind of curious, like what kind of so this file is does not available. This repo. Yeah, so it does not available to us. So I would check this IP address in the virus total. So this IP address actually being flagged as a malware by one of the vendor. So please click yes if someone access a malicious address. Otherwise, please click no. Yeah. So this is like a little bit challenge because I'm doing this thing for first time. So I'm not very sure how to proceeding at this time. I mean, so we definitely know this IP address is malicious, and I wanted to check. if the other two IP address is actually malicious or not. So this one also being flagged as this is like IP address was also being flagged as a malicious. So let's check one of the last IP address we have over here with the virus total. So this one is clean, so no doubt. So I'm going to add those two IP to the artifacts. Okay, so so we have this IP as the artifact, so IP address, and we have also have this IP. So I can't remove this. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure yeah, this platform is pretty new, so there's still a little bit of small box over here and there. So but I'm going to add this as my value and as one of the IP address. So please click yes if someone accessed the malicious address. So I'm going to click yes. Yeah, I already did. Like I already requested containment because CMD history is highly suspicious. A normal user wouldn't run all these commands. So I click next and finished my playbook. So complete the playbook. So what you can do right now is to close the alert. It is a true positive, and you can give a notes. So you can do like a summarize, right? So malicious you can say that malicious you can say that malicious. So note true positive. You can see the case resolved, right? I'm not sure because I have I don't like, so I'm not 100% sure what this note is actually asking. So yeah, case resolved, and malicious executable. We can say malicious, right? Being downloaded to the endpoint, and ran by scheduled task. Right, this is like our containment has been requested. Right, so you gotta give some notes, and you can close the alert. So after you did this, you will earn points, so it will tell you how well you did. So I'm going to say over here, let me see, where is my I think you have this dashboard. Let me see. You have this dashboard. You can see. Take 22 minutes for me to resolve these alerts, and I earned 11 points. So this is my first alerts. So these alerts. Let me see if closed alerts. So I got all these points right. I got it is actually a malicious true positive plus 5 points. Is it quarantined? So it is not quarantined because the endpoint device think that it is a Python file, but the Python file is actually doing like a create a scheduled task for the malicious executable, and is it malicious? Yes. Is there access to the malicious address? Yes. So yes, that is my first case alert being resolved on the Let's Defend, and it is a pretty fun platform. They have all these alerts. So if you get so they have this two version. So I have the security analyst version. Basically, it is a level one cases. You can see the SOC one level one cases. But if you got incident responder, which you pay, I believe you pay like $20 more a month. So you got incident response, but it has more scenario you can resolve. So that is a higher end of the payment version, and they got this. Besides all that, they also got this additional resources. You have the courses you can take. If you are VIP, you can take the event analysis, cyber threat intelligence, SIEM, malware detections, all this good stuff. And you also have DFIR, plenty of resources. So if you are not familiar with all these topics, you can definitely check those out. And you have the malware analysis. It only has 3 cases right now. I believe they're pretty new, but as they grow, I believe there will be more cases being added. So all these cases is pretty much updated. So you have emotions, all these good cases. So definitely check out Let's Defend, and it is a really good platform if you're working in a SOC, and I highly recommend you to check it out. And that is for today. Hope you are enjoying these videos, and see you guys next time.